All right. Let's be serious for a second. This second is over. Okay, so if you guys don't know, look what I got. I just got me a brand new ZVE1 camera. Right now, you guys are watching me on my Canon 90D. There are a few components I'm still waiting on from Amazon to be able to use this till its full potential. But look at this view. Look at this view. I know that has absolutely nothing to do with the video topic, but I just want to show you guys the video moving forward. Well, we gonna be crispy, but we are going to go over how to do a top-down analysis from the weekly all the way down to the hourly, so that you know how to enter the week properly and what to expect, how to predict your setups, so forth and so on. Let's go ahead and get right into this and cook it up. So as always, we on my baby GA, Lady Gaga. I gave her that name this week. Don't take it. Don't you dare take it. I mean, you can use it. It's whatever. But we are we on GA. We on GA, my baby. She been treating us right. You know, she be doing us dirty sometimes, but it is what it is. You know, it's one of them love hate things for real though. But so we are on a weekly time frame right now, and I just want to go over how to break down a pair, so you can, like I said, get those setups prepared so you can do your ifs and I'll. So it's pretty much if this happened, I'll do this. That's how you want to set up your week. So we're gonna do that together. So I'm gonna put right here if this happens, okay, and then we're gonna make that one side of it. If this happens, and then we're gonna copy that over here. And then the next one you want to go over is I don't know how that happened. The next one you want to go over is if this happens, you put I'll do this. And this is how you want to do your top-down analysis. This is like what you want to keep in the back of your mind. So moving forward into the trading week, you you get an accurate look on everything. So this is the weekly time frame. Now, if you notice, this candle right here is December 2023, and then this is January 1st of 2024. So these candles are a week each. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to go a billion years back in time, all the way back to 2000. Like, that's really not relevant at all, if I'm being quite frank with you. I don't know who Frank is. I always wonder, like, where does that come from? So you really want to stay with the most recent price action when it comes to your top-down analysis. It's good to note, what's happened in the past, but like I said, this all the way back here is 2020, 2021. You know what I'm saying? Like, ew. So let's start off with identifying weekly key levels. Now, as we can see right here, the most recent bounce, actually, I see a key level right here. Let's see. I see another weekly key level, and then we're also gonna label this. Let's label it with text. I'm gonna just name it WK KL, so I know that it is a weekly key level. Put it bold. Where is it at? Okay, it's on the left side. Let's put it on the right side. Okay, so we know it is a weekly key level, and because I'm blind, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Cool. And then I can also see, if you hold control on trading view and slide down, you can just clone. You can clone things as well. So I see another key level there. As you can see, we have a key level here. Is really hard to identify, so we're gonna have to refine that one once we zoom in, because it's like a lot of wicks, so you don't really know what's happening. There's a lot of like huge pullbacks from this area here, and then of course we have this all the way at the top. I guess we can put it on the wick just so we can be in that median. So now we have all of our weekly key levels identified. Okay, and then you literally just go and you break it down piece by piece by piece. The next time frame we're going to go to is the daily key level, and just as you go down in time frames, you will see a lot more you just see a lot more data, in a sense. You'll be able to refine things just a tad bit more. So like this right here, like the week last week, You know, I have zones identified right now that I wasn't even trading last week. That I didn't have this zone and this zone. I kind of had something going on in here, but it wasn't the exact same. So clearing your charts and then getting another fresh look at everything is like life changing. You know what I'm saying? Not life changing. It's not like life changing, but you know, it definitely puts things into perspective. So now here we are on the daily. So let's go ahead and identify some daily key levels in between the weekly key levels, um so we can keep those in mind, so when price approaches these areas, we know like, hey, expect something right here. Um like I can see, let's see, I'm gonna use a horizontal ray as well, but I can see like this was huge support right here. um and then for the horizontal rays, I'm gonna put I'll just put DKL for daily key level, and we're just gonna use that for the daily key levels, and we're gonna leave it a different color, whatever color you want. I'm gonna leave mine blue. So let's just identify some more key levels that could potentially, you know, hold as support and resistance. So like this right here, let's zoom in just so you guys can see why I'm putting these levels here. So if you see right here, like if I draw an actual zone, you know, I'm sorry, I like to keep things really bland, guys. I keep things so bland. I don't like being confused on my own charts. So if I put a zone right here, you can see clear as mud that this was support. You know, this was support. Every time price came down here, it wicked, it wicked, it wicked, it wicked. Like, look at all of these wicks. Broke through, came right back through, retest, wick. Okay, boom, easy day. That was a huge consolidation. Then it broke through, came back for the retest, broke through again, and then came all the way down here for a nice consolidation. Shot up again. Okay, so we can clearly see that once again, this was a level. And then mind you, it's not an exact line. Please never, ever, if you are new to trading, never assume that it is an exact line. You will get smoked if that is how you like thinking about the markets. I just want to kind of like make this make sense from right to left, because the most recent the most recent price action is what matters the most. So so you see all of these wicks up here. I want to get that. Then I also want to capture like how right here, if we zoom in right here, it was some support. Down here was also some support. It kind of like sort of kind of broke through. This also sort of kind of broke through and then came back for the retest, held as support. And then we're just gonna leave that as a daily key level right there. Your weekly and your daily key levels are usually gonna be like pretty much the same in a sense. You won't really have to make that many daily key levels, because usually, you know, the dailies and the weeklies are going to respect one another. I'm not gonna have this over here. I just want this for the most recent price action, you know, just so I can look at it like that. Leave it at that. So boom. And then yeah, let's just leave it at that, because I mean, I could say like there's support like in here as well, but then it's just gonna be so many freaking lines. So I'm not gonna do that because this was so choppy. It was like up and down, but this is a range. Like, this is a huge range, and if you know the opportunity presents itself, that's a 150 pip range that we can, you know, potentially gain profits off of. So it's definitely notable to pay attention to something like that. Sorry, I'm trying not to say so much. I went to Tampa last month and did a speech, like improv. It was like a business improv class, funny enough. And the thing they like taught us how to speak. I did a presentation, everything, and what they tell us to do is not say they told us to just pause. So let's say I don't know what to say next, I should just stop talking and then do something like that. But I feel like that's weird. I'd rather say anyway. Let's go down to the 4 hour, and now we're getting to the meat and potatoes. You know, we get into the meat and potatoes. And you know, here, this is where you're gonna start like refining your daily and weekly key levels, because you can put them in a more precise spot. Like, let's just say like this one, for instance, because you want the most recent. Like, I'm gonna move this weekly key level to like right here. You know what I'm saying? Like right up here. So that way we're capturing the most accurate points. You don't really care. You don't need it like all the way up here, like waiting for the wicks, because you know it wick down. It's notable. You can see it, but I would say right there is a nice spot for the weekly key level, because like I said, if I put a zone, like I said, it's a zone, guys. It's not just that line. It's a zone. So if I put a zone across, then it makes more sense when these candles are coming up and rejecting, coming up, rejecting, coming up. You know, without that zone, then you might be a little confused. But in my head, I can see that zone. I already see the zone in my head. Let's note this. Let's note this right here. Let's note this as a 4-hour key level. Let me do this. We're gonna put that as the 4-hour 4H. Oh, whoa, not D4H, 4H key level. Just because, let me see. Whoa, this goes all the way back. Okay, let's just only pay attention to like most recent price action, because we can see that, you know, there's definitely supply in this area. Definitely some supply in this area, and you can see if we go back, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Like, I don't really care about all of this back here, but you can see if we go back that it was support here, support here, support here. Like, this held as support. You know, these are, you know, areas to note when trading. But like when it comes to the daily versus the 4-hour, I'm definitely gonna pay like maybe a little bit more attention to the 4-hour versus I'm gonna pay more attention to the daily versus the 4-hour, but the 4-hour is still a very key level to pay attention to. And like I said, like I said, clear as mud. If I draw a zone versus just that line, you may be like, what the heck am I looking at, Chef? What am I looking at, Slim? But if I draw this zone, it makes, whoa, what did I just do? I don't know. Okay, if I draw this zone, it makes a lot more sense, right? Like how price broke through, came here for the retest, rejected. Mind you, these are 4-hour candles. You know, these are pretty powerful, strong confirmation candles. So very notable. So price right now ended in this at this 4-hour key level, and now I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen next. Okay, so we went over weekly, we went over daily, and now and then we went over 4 hours. Now we can go down to the 1 hour and take notes. Like, there's always going to be structure within structure within structure. I can go all the way down to the 1 minute and we can find 1 minute structures, but at this point it is not, you know, going to hold any weight per se. So there's really no point in going down that far. But let's just look at the 1 hour, and with the 1 hour we're just going to use a trend line, like a straight trend line, to note support and resistance areas. But like I said, we've already did daily, we already did weekly, daily, and 4 hours. So I mean, at this point, you're not really it's not really much more to mark off. When you're marking off the 1 hour, you're really just looking at the most recent. Like, I know for me personally, if you watch my trade breakdown video, I know for me personally, I had a 1 hour support right here. I had 1 hour support right here, and we can leave this like red, I guess. Make it a little thicker just so you can see. I had like a 1 hour support right here, and then off of this bullish engulfing, I got in for a buy. But as you can see, we got smoked like a turkey, taking out the trade, and then price did go our direction. Ultimately, not only did it go our direction, it literally went to the freaking moon. So I mean, that's cool. It is what it is. There's always another week. These charts, the market isn't going anywhere, so don't cry about it. But as you can see, like, there's like you know, clearly something going on here, clearly some support, clearly some resistance on a 1 hour time frame that you can note. But price is all the way like up here. Now let's just say price did wiggle all the way down, you know, broke through this level, and then now we're at this level, and now, you know, I'm expecting some sort of consolidation like it did right here, or, you know, or right here. I'm expecting, you know, I'm gonna stay on my tippy toes about it, so that way, you know, it's not a surprise. And if it doesn't respect this level, because it's a 1 hour level, then next thing we're looking at is a daily key level right below it. So if price were to come back down all the way down here, then, and it just, let's just say it just violently shot all the way down past that, and then hit this daily, I'm going to assume that there's going to be like some sort of consolidation, or it's going to do like it did in the past, tap that zone, clearly an area of demand. There's a lot of buyers down here, so it tapped the zone and then literally shot back up. So that's what I'm expecting, and that's what top-down analysis is all about. If this happens, I will do this. That's what we do every single, like, You're really supposed to do it every single day. But on the weekly level, I mean, on the higher time frame levels, you know what I'm saying? You definitely want to just analyze exactly what you're seeing. Pay attention to what the market is giving you. Don't predict. Take what the market is giving you. If the market is giving you a uptrend and you are making higher highs and higher lows, and then the market gives you a huge bullish engulfing candle, take the buy. Why are you selling? Why are you selling? If the market is giving you an uptrend, take the buys. I don't like, yes, you can counter trend trade if you want. Like me, I did a counter trend trade last week and I got smoked. There, you can do that, but you just gotta keep that in mind. You are going against the trend when the trend is your friend. So you're pretty much an op, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, so boom. So let's do our if this happens, we will. Let's go over that. Let's go. Did we start on a weekly? So on a weekly, let's just say there's a lot of things that can happen. And then look how the weekly ended, by the way, like huge bearish engulfing. Huge bearish engulfing. And now we're entering this huge zone of supply. So I'm definitely expecting a sell-off. I'm expecting price to hit 94,113, this weekly key level, and reject in some shape, form, some way possible. So what we do is we say if price hits 94,113, right? Boom. So we got our first if price hits I forgot the number, 94,113, right? 94,113, I believe that was the number. If price hits 94,113, if price hits 94,113, okay, boom, that's the if this happens. If price hits 94,113, I'll do this. You know, we should probably number it. But if price hits 94,113, I'll do this. I'll expect rejections off the key level, KL. Let's do caps. Off the key level, and go for the counter trend trade on the pullback. It's okay. Listen, guys, there's nothing wrong with doing a counter trend trade. Like for beginners, yeah. I mean, you know, like I've been trading years and years and years. I've been trading for going on 5 years. So I've only just now like really got serious with myself when it comes to trading, and I hate that I took this long. But you know what they say, better late than never. Never late is better. They tell me time is money and we'll spend it together. You know what I'm saying? So don't leave it. Sorry guys, I'm sorry. That was that BBL Drizzy. Okay. So let's make this small. Let's make this font a little smaller. This font is huge. And I know I'm yapping, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's just make this a little smaller because what the freak. So here we can zoom in. So actually do like this. Okay. That font was just way too big. It's gonna take up all the space. So if price hits 94,113, I'll expect rejections off the key level, not of the key level, off the key level, and go for the counter trend trade on the pullback. There's nothing wrong with that. Because as you can see, the market is clearly in an uptrend, right? The market is in a uptrend. How do we know that the market is in an uptrend? Because you watched my market structure video. You watched that. You did. So you know that we are currently in an uptrend. But don't worry, I'll show you again just in case. So price came all the way down here. Price made lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Okay, that's clearly a downtrend move, but price was already in a uptrend coming from this area, this zone. Price was in an uptrend, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, up, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? We're on a weekly, right? So price then came over here to this zone, this weekly key level, and then shot up higher than the most recent low, making a higher high, break a structure, came down, made a lower low actually, but this candle right here, the week ended breaking this zone right here, making it making this a uptrend. But it is in the uptrend regard. I can see the uptrend. If you can't see the uptrend, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. What the freak? Okay. So yeah, so that's our top down analysis. So if price does that, okay, so boom. Okay, so let's say if price goes to 94113, we're expecting a rejection. Okay, that's one if. That's one. If price rejects from its current key level, let's talk about where price is currently at, because the last time price was in this area, it dumped off something vicious. So let's talk about the current level that we are on. So 93,084. Let's go find our ifs and what. Here it is. 93,184. See, I'm doing all this talking, bro. 93,084. Sorry, y'all be forgetting stuff. 93,084. Okay. So, if price rejects, what the freak? If price rejects current, put a gun on my head and tell me to type, I'm done. I'm cooked. Put a gun on my head and ask me to type, I'm cooked. If price rejects current level of 93,084, and if it rejects and shows signs of bearish, it shows signs, let's just say it shows signs of bears in the market, then we also will sell. Then I'll sell. Oh, well, okay, well, I'm supposed to be doing this on the other side. Okay. I'm supposed to be doing that on the other side. Okay. It's supposed to be over here. Okay. That's not what I need it to be. So if price rejects current level of 93,084, 93,084, and shows signs of bears in the market, then we're also gonna sell. Then number 2, I will sell back. I will sell the pullback to let's see, what's our next zone, what's our next level? Watch out. What's our next level? If we zoom in, we on this 4 hours, so we have a daily key level right underneath. So we will sell it back to 92483. 92483. We'll sell the pullback back to 92483. Where I'll be expecting buying opportunity. Thank you for that, because I would have never guessed that one. You don't need to know how to spell to be able to trade, guys. Sorry to tell you, bucko. But yeah, so that's one thing. Now let's talk about what we really should be looking at. And I hate that I started off with the sales, because really this should be number 2 and this should be number 3, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because number 1 should be the buys. Number 1 should be the buys, okay? Because we are in the uptrend, number 1 should be the buys. So let's talk about a break and retest, because it is at that zone. So if price if price breaks and retests current level, if price breaks above current level and retests, okay, that's 1. If this happens, if price breaks above current level and retests, and then let's fix this one. Let's make this number 2, and we're gonna make this number 3. Okay, so if price breaks above and retests, then I will enter long/buy positions off of bullish price action price action confirmation. Simple. Simple. So if this happens, I'll do this. Creating this list is literally going to make your life so much easier because you do not have to guess anything. No, you don't have to guess anything. This is pretty much automatic. This is essentially almost automatic. So that means that when market opens Sunday evening, Monday technically, when the market opens, you say, all right, you already have your analysis. So when the price, and I want us to revisit this next Sunday, we're definitely going to revisit this next Sunday, but when this happens, or if any of these happens, and then and the opportunity presents itself, you just pull the trigger. You literally just execute and you follow your plan. Why? Because this is your analysis. These are your predictions. Proper risk management, execute. Proper risk management, execute. That's literally it. That's it. That is all. That's it. That is all. Okay? So once again, if all I said was, this is what I said. All I said was, if price, where's my brush? I said if price comes up here to the 94 113 level, and I'm going, and I see consolidation or bearish signs, if I see bears in the market, then I will short it back down. I'm going to trade the pullback, and I'm assuming it probably will pull all the way back to this daily key level, if not even lower, all the way back to this liquidity down here. But maybe not. That'd be an insane pullback. That'd be a crazy pull. That's one. And then I also said if price shows signs, I said if price shows signs that it wants to reject right here in this area that it's already in, if I see some bearish confirmation that it wants to pull back down, guess what? I'm gonna trade the pullback. And then I said once it gets to this daily key area, I'm gonna buy it back up. That's what I said. I said if this happens, then we'll do this. If this happens, then we'll do this. Simple. And then the most important one, because we are in an uptrend, is that if price continues to break this zone and then comes back down and gives me bullish confirmation after the retest, then we buy it back up. Simple. That's all I'm looking for. If anything else happens, if price wanted to come around and do a wiggly dance and did something like this and then wiggled back around and made a cloud, guess what? I don't care. That has nothing to do with me. That's not what I'm expecting. So if it wanted to do that, guess what? I don't care. All right. And that's the kind of mindset you have to have. So I'm only looking for 3 specific opportunities. That's what my war board is for. I literally have a war board and I write down. You guys probably can't see it. Hold on. You can't see it all. You can't see it all. But literally, these are my pairs. I have my pairs here. I have the weekly, daily, 4-hour, 1 hour, and I update this every single morning at 2 a.m. And then I have my rules that I will and I will not. I have my checklist before entering a trade, and then I just have a motivational quote. This quote right here says, from Abraham Lincoln. It says, "Give me 6 hours to cut down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening my axe." I thought that was pretty legit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to put right here yet. But I don't know what to put right there yet, but we're definitely gonna put something right there. I gotta figure out where I had this. I think I put that bit right back. I think I put it right back where it was at. Okay. So yeah, that's how you do a top-down analysis, guys. I know this was a longer video. I do apologize, but it's because it needs to be. You need to understand this. You need to understand this. And then let me get rid of. Excuse me. Let me get rid of these. I don't know what I just did. Oh, I still got the paintbrush. Let me get rid of these zones because I honestly only draw up these zones when price are like when it's in these areas. So I mean, I really don't need this zone down here. I really don't need. The only zone I would really like to see is if I were to draw zones, I would draw the zone like right here, right there, and then I'll put another one right here. I'll put this one on the line just because like you can put it on a line, but then it just makes a really big zone. However you want to do it, like it's all relative, honestly. Like there's no wrong or right way to put your zone. If you want to put it above the line, below the line, on the line, is all preference. It's whatever makes sense to you, you know. But yeah, so that is top-down analysis, and hopefully, if you guys trade GA, then hopefully, we make a couple dollars or something. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we make a couple of dollars. That's all I want. I just want a couple of dollars. But it's been your boy Slim, aka the Chef. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. I'm probably not gonna edit this video much. I want it to be raw, and I want you all to understand top-down analysis, because this is the most important, one of the most important aspects of trading, because it's strategy. This is your strategy. This is how you're going to attack the market. When the market gives you this is how you're going to attack it. It's like a game of chess. So like I said, it's been your boy the Chef, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.